Hello, I'm Cincinnati Man. We're here to talk about season
Episode
1, episode 4,
3.
SUPACELL titled
Episode
Sabrina.
3.
Let's get into it. Michael's mission has gotten a little bit clearer. He's found Taser. He's found a Rod. His best friend now believes in his powers and still saying like, "Wow, that's crazy." His girl is trying to help him and he's upset. And it's like, dude, just tell her the whole truth. You might want to tell her the whole truth. Because at this point, I don't like, let's keep it real, y'all. He is not good at, what is it? He's not good at keeping secrets. He's horrible. All he does is stammer. All he does is stammer and look blank and look scared. He needs to go ahead and confess because this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work. Okay, now, Andre is just hanging out with his son, smiling. He still ain't got no job. They get a little background on his grandfather. I get the spin on the title, and I was just like, I figured it out like the second episode. I was like, wait a minute, SUPACELL, wow. The idea that he broke into a what's it called? He broke into a junkyard. He broke into a junkyard and then told his best friend to meet him there so he could lift up his car was ridiculous. That was just like, dude, you could have just met your friend, just lift up the car, lift up part of the car, just told him about it. You didn't even have to do all that. Like that was ridiculous. The part where he talked to the drug dealers about his son. Okay, respectful father, trying to do the best he can. But don't do anything brash. You don't need to do nothing obvious. Let them know that it was you that's gonna fuck up their shit because he gonna do something. You could tell. Okay, Rodney, get rid of your best friend. The idea of that man being like, you're using your powers for personal gain, and Rodney was like, dude, I ain't no superhero, which he ain't. Also, what like he is supposed to use for personal gain. It ain't like he's using these powers and he's doing track and field. He's using these powers hustling in the field. He making money. Let that dude make his bread and get the house or whatever. Y'all supposed to be best friends. You're like, I can't believe you're doing this. Y'all drug dealers. Shut up. What was it? Rodney. Taser. I don't like Taser. He's not doing anything to change his life or go into the direction of him being a so-called hero. They're probably gonna do a thing where it's like, you gotta help Michael to protect the block. Whatever. He got his friend Shorty killed or shot. Sorry, Tiny got shot. This is my thing. I was happy they had some consequences because everything they doing is the stupidest thing ever. And you're sitting there, how are y'all running anything? There's no older people in the neighborhood. Would you turn 20, 25, 27 and you got to move out the neighborhood and all these older people come back and they have a confrontation with them? I was like, this is weird. There ain't no parents around, nothing. It's just these group of teenage to early teenage urge. I don't even know how old they are. The idea that Taser was going to use his powers in front of everybody was stupid, and I'm glad it didn't work. And it's funny how nobody else pointed out, like, oh, you didn't use it, man, you should be able to use it. No, it was dumb. The more people, like, you're not invincible, bro. You get punched in the face and bleed too. Okay. Here we go. Sabrina and her sister. In life, I never really thought about it this often. I never really thought about it, but I did not realize the ability for women to pick horrible men translated through other countries like this. Her sister was dating a dude that was in jail for like 35 years for murder. He got off apparently on a technicality or something because he definitely is a murderer. He shows up on her doorstep and she's like, oh, I saw you on Instagram with some big booty girls grabbing their butts and everything. And he's like, man, people just want to take pictures with me. And she's like, whatever. And then he flashes a iced out watch, and she was like rolled her eyes and took it, and you could tell that she was already about to start dating him again. And then Sabrina runs down the steps like, "Get out of here!" And then Sabrina adds in, "Didn't he punch you in the face?" "Well, yeah, but I'm gonna teach him that he's gonna miss me." Excuse me? You just told me that he's a domestic abuser. He gave you a black eye. Then Sabrina went out there, "Don't touch my sister again." No, he shouldn't be dating your sister again. Horrible judgment. Then they get to the club. Her sister's ex-boyfriend doesn't even show up. The abuser, the drug dealer, and Sabrina went to protect her to make sure she's gonna be all right, hanging out with her abuser, whatever. And then Sabrina sees Kevin, her ex dude, and she walks up to Kevin with these eyes like, "Hey," and he's like, "I'm not gonna tell anybody what you did with your power. Did you get powers or anything? But stay away from me." And she was all sad. "No, he cheated on you. He cheated on you. He's probably been a serial cheater, and you feel bad." Those they might have the worst judgment of all the characters on the TV show. And then her sister hooks up with a dude named Kadeem just outside in the alley. Yeah, they was making out, and she was like, "Yo, I ain't trying to have sex in no damn alley. I respect that." And then he tried to assault her physically. You know, people try to say he physically was assaulting her for sex. How about that? That's a mouthful. Pause. But his sister come in and starts beating him. I don't know if she beat him with a shoe or whatever. He was all bloody, and he got up and flew. And he had powers, and he went after her, and Sabrina smacked him away with her telekinesis. Okay, cool. And Sabrina was like, "Oh, he's dead." I don't care. That dude was trying to take advantage of your sister against her will. Oh well. And not shout out, but I love when the sister was like, people get hurt every day, B. I was like, okay, that's off of paid and flew with Cameron. That was hilarious. But yeah, I was shocked how bad their judgment in men were. So I was triggered. They don't know no good men. They don't know no good men at all. And you know, and her sister gets beat up, and then apparently Sabrina beats up her dudes. Okay. Other than that, the government tried to get Rodney, and how you gonna detain Rodney if you anyway? Like you sending a person with fireballs and stuff like that to detain Rodney. But they didn't say detain, they said engage or whatever. So I guess they were trying to kill him. But I guess we'll find out what happens next. I'm Cincinnati Man. Take care.